going on, everybody? Good morning, good morning, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Anytime you watch, whatever time you watch this video, I just want to say, hopefully, you're having a wonderful day. And I want to say, God bless each and every one of y'all. Listen, y'all, this the game pregame show Vikings versus the Commanders. First of all, in the comments below, realistically, do you think the Minnesota Vikings have a chance to win this game? Realistically. And shout out to ZW77. What's good, my brother from another mother? What's good, my brother from another mother? By the way, get your popcorn ready, ladies and gentlemen. Get your popcorn ready. What do you think about the Vikings disappointing year? Oh my goodness, we about to get into all of that very soon. Let me do this real quick. I'm just trying to see something real quick. Just testing some things out real quick, and I'm gonna get right to that question. This year's been a roller coaster ride. I'm gonna be honest with you. Right now, like it's devastating being a Minnesota Viking fan when your team went 14-3 last year. You're expecting, like, maybe you're not gonna be 14-3. Let's keep it real. ZW. I'm not saying it was gonna be 14-3, right? But I was hoping to see better play from the Minnesota Vikings as a whole. I'm talking about all the offseason signings was so hyped. I hyped it up. So I'm at fault with this because I believed in what this team did last year. I'm like, okay, we should be better this year. You upgraded the offensive line. You so-called upgraded the interior defensive line, and it wasn't an upgrade. It was a downgrade when it comes to Hargrave and Jonathan Allen. I haven't seen enough from them, and I'm just being honest, and I'm not trying to sit there and hate, but they were a no-show for most of the season. Well, but as a whole, the defense is playing well. They're a top 10 defense in the whole NFL, but like, listen, you put all your eggs in one basket with J.J. McCarthy, didn't properly get a mentor, a backup. You started with Sam Howell, and then you got rid of him, and then you signed Carson Wentz randomly, like a week prior to the dang on season. It's just a lot of things that happen, man. J.J. McCarthy getting hurt, Carson Wentz having to get in the play for the Vikings. And it's just so many things happen throughout this season, bro. It does suck. But let's get into this pregame show. When it comes to the Vikings and the Commanders as a whole, I feel like I'm not worrying about like necessarily making the playoffs, but I have a feeling that the Minnesota Vikings will win this game. I feel like the Minnesota Vikings offense will finally get out of their heads and actually play some decent football offensively, because at the end of the day, what's holding this team back is not the defense. People could talk about the missed tackles all they want. They could talk about some of the third down conversions all they want. This Minnesota Vikings defense, imagine if you was a defense and you had to be on the field all the time. They could talk about, oh, they didn't get as many turnovers this year. They could talk about all that. At the end of the day, when your offense hasn't been consistent all season long, you're on the field an extra quarter every single game. 9 times out of 10, I don't care how good of a defense you are, you're going to get tired. And for the Vikings to have a top 10 defense and an offense that's ranked 29th in the whole NFL is unacceptable. And I'm being honest, but this game right here, I feel like our defense is going to go bananas. I feel like our defense is going to slow down Jaden Daniels. And I'm not really scared of the Commanders' offense, to be honest with you. We do have to stop the run game. Easier said than done, because Jaden Daniels is also part of that run game because he is a true dual threat. So you got to make sure you're very disciplined, and you don't give him holes where he can run and get first downs with his feet. He also has a very strong arm, so he can beat you deep with his arm, but you got to stop the run game. Stop their running back. Stop Jaden Daniels from scrambling for big yardage with his legs. And I think we have an honest chance. I think J.J. McCarthy will bounce back in this game. Just because I'm saying it doesn't mean it's going to happen, because at the end of the day, just because I believe in him, he got to show it on the football field. By the way, everybody that's in the building, make sure you hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We are going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. Whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us, and I truly feel that way. Salute to everybody that's in the building right now. Good morning, good morning, good morning to everybody. Shout out to y'all. Yo, word ups. What's good? Randall Cunningham all day. I love Randall Cunningham, one of the greatest quarterbacks in Minnesota Viking history. But yeah, Vikings versus Commanders pregame show with your boy Mike Sports Vibes, NFL Talk with your boy. We are going live for this game, play by play with my commentary, and I want people to understand. Get your popcorn ready, get your lemon pepper wings ready, get it all ready. Get your extra buttery popcorn ready because it's going to be a show, and I feel like the Minnesota Vikings offense will finally get it together. I have a feeling that the Minnesota Vikings, it can't get worse than it has been. So we should be able to win this dang on game. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to everybody that's in the building. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that like button, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Like I said, we going live for every Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. Just keep it PG in the comments. Keep it respectful in the comments. That's all I ask. And he said he needs a new quarterback. You Vikings need a new quarterback. So I look at it like this. We're going to see what he can do against the Commanders. The Commanders have one of the worst defenses in the game. If the play calling isn't better, because Kevin O'Connell said he was going to simplify the offense for his quarterbacks. I don't know why it took him until week 14 to simplify the offense, but he did say he's going to simplify the offense for J.J. McCarthy. Now, my honest opinion, I feel like if he does simplify the offense for JJ McCarthy, I feel like JJ McCarthy is going to shine. I just feel like if we establish the run against a bad defense, which we can, and run the ball with Aaron Jones and Jordan Mason and Xavier Scott if he plays, and we establish that run and let JJ McCarthy get a feel of the game. Let him take his time to get in. Like, I don't want him to just get on the football field and just throw it all day long. Like, I want him to slowly work into his rhythm by the play calling. If KOC can run that ball, establish the run. I'm going to keep saying it, and I'm going to be watching the play calling very, very closely for this whole entire game, because I said this once and I'm going to say it again. I feel like the reason why the offense hasn't looked good is because of Kevin O'Connell now simplifying the offense and trying to make it seem like J.J. McCarthy is a veteran quarterback. I also feel like the play calling is so bad that I think is worse than what our quarterback play is doing. Like, even though Carson Wentz wasn't the best all the time and J.J. McCarthy wasn't the best the whole entire time, and I understand J.J. McCarthy throwing interceptions and not being accurate in some of his passes, but I truly believe play calling is the biggest factor on why we're looking this bad on offense. If you establish the run and you're averaging 4.2 to 5 point something a carry, why get away from the run game? I don't understand it. Yeah, popcorn for breakfast. You already know the vibes. Let's get it. Do you think the Vikings need a draft or trade for a quarterback? I think they will trade for a quarterback. I don't want them to draft a quarterback, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because we're already in a situation where we're struggling to develop a quarterback now. You know what I mean? If it wasn't for, like, it took, just think of it like this, ZW. It took Kevin O'Connell. We're in week 14 for him to figure out that you need to simplify the offense. I don't want to have another young quarterback on this team that you have to develop from scratch. I want an already developed quarterback that might not be the best quarterback in the game, but he's a decent quarterback that could kind of mentor JJ McCarthy, and if need be, get in the game and don't screw it up type deal. That's the type of quarterback I want. A lot of rumors are saying that the Vikings will get Mac Jones. A lot of rumors are trying to say we might trade for Mac Jones. Who else? I even heard rumors about Joe Burrow. I know that's not happening. I heard rumors about Brock Purdy. That's not happening. But I'm hearing a lot of rumors about Mac Jones. I wouldn't mind, but I'm going for JJ McCarthy until further notice. I just hope he can just progress for the rest of the season. And yeah, he might not be the best quarterback for this team. He might not be. But at the end of the day, I'm rocking with him until I definitely know. And I don't think 6 games is enough. I don't think the rest of the season is enough, but he has to progress. He has to progress. He has to look good or better than he has been. And I'm not just talking about just one quarter. I'm talking about all the quarters. Yes, he's going to make mistakes. Yes, he's young, but I want to see him do better. I want to see him do good. What's going on, Too Evil? He said maybe McCarthy will realize how he is retired mid game. Antonio Brown, we might be that lucky. Nah, he'll never do that. It's too much money for him to retire. Shout out to Break Forever. Shout out to Chris for real. Uh, Daniel Jones will be retained by the Colts. You know what? I think so too. Daniel Jones and what about market? Who's on the market at quarterback? We're not going to really know that answer until the end of the season, um, because teams are going to franchise tag some quarterbacks, um, or they're going to resign them. It's going to be very hard, to find a quality quarterback, that's going to be our starting quarterback if it's not JJ McCarthy. Teams don't usually give up quarterbacks, you know what I mean? Because the quarterback is the most important position. But we'll see at the end of the season. Maybe Justin Herbert might request a trade. Maybe a big name, Joe Burrow, might be like, oh, I'm tired of this franchise. We never do anything in this franchise. Maybe he might say, yo, I want to leave. And then I will put all my eggs in one basket and I'm trading for Joe Burrow. You never know what can happen. The end of the season is upon us very soon in a few more weeks. And we'll see what happens. But I'll tell you one thing. If JJ McCarthy doesn't progress for the rest of the season, there will be some questions and there's going to be some answers very soon in the offseason. I'm talking about the Vikings are going to try to go all in on one of these quarterbacks. I have a feeling. Like I said, the most popular is Mac Jones, but I'm not really. I don't know about Bull. I'm more, if you're going to go all in on a quarterback, go get Justin Herbert, go get Joe Burrow or somebody like that. If you can make the money work and somehow make it work, if you give up on JJ McCarthy. I don't think they should give up on him, but he has to look better for the rest of this season. He cannot, and I repeat, he cannot look like he's been looking like for the whole season. And I understand it's more play calling than anything, but he can't control some of the things. And I know the offensive line hasn't been perfect, but it is what it is. You're the quarterback. You're the starting quarterback. So, Daniel, I'm trying to see. I see the Vikings trading for Mac Jones. I can see that too, bro. JJ McCarthy just got ruled out with a oh, dog. You know what? You never know. Shut up, my boy. Break forever. The Vikings will have to spend too much in picks to get Mac Jones. You know what? Let's just get Aaron Rodgers. Let's ignore everyone whining about him. You know what? You know what's so crazy about that? I almost called you Aaron Rodgers. Too evil. I was thinking about the whole Aaron Rodgers thing. And hindsight is 2020. But imagine if we would have signed Aaron Rodgers. We wouldn't even be having this conversation. I'd be honest with you. And we would probably start JJ McCarthy next season, right? And we would probably be in the playoff contention right now. Matter of fact, I wouldn't even say probably. We would be, because Aaron Rodgers is not a turnover machine. If you look at he might not be having an MVP caliber season, but in my opinion, on paper, even with our bad offensive line, I think our offense is better than the Steelers' offense, but we don't have the quarterback that can run the offense at the level of that we need to be ran. You know what I mean? And it's going to take time with JJ McCarthy. If we would have had Aaron Rodgers, we would have looked a lot better, because he would have been able to, all right, my offensive line on the left side ain't looking the best. Listen, I'm going to get the ball out in 1.5 seconds. I'm not going to hang on to the ball and try to look down the field at Justin Jefferson going 30 yards down the field and wait for the play to develop. He's going to throw the ball. So that's why, if we would have, hindsight's 2020, if we would have signed Aaron Rodgers and gave JJ McCarthy one more solid year to just sit behind him and just learn, that probably would have been the best answer. But now, since we haven't done it, could you go back to that now and then sign Aaron Rodgers and then let him sit again? By the time this man actually gets real playing time, it's going to be the end of his contract. At this point, need a franchise quarterback. RD is solid. Yes, after year, but O is a hit or miss. You ain't lying. And this year, our offensive line been a miss. Hey, listen, ain't no hit. It's a straight up miss. Our offense been absolutely horrible. I said this once. In the last 8 quarters, we scored 6 points. And I'm talking about 2 field goals. You go through 8 quarters and you only score 6 field goals. How do you think our defense is supposed to hold up? And we're still ranked number 10 in total defense. How can you have a top 10 defense and your offense is so bad, so brutally bad? It's hard to watch sometimes, right? They scored 6 points in 8 quarters, and our defense is still playing. Our defense is still a top 10 team, a top 10 defense, which is crazy to even think about because they're always on the field. Need a franchise quarterback. Matt Jones is a mid or yes, I think so. I think so. Go Vikes. Salute to you. I have my Justin Jefferson jersey on. I got Trey Wayne's jersey on right now. Get your popcorn ready. Everybody that's in the building, make sure you double tap the screen, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, and hit the subscribe button. We are going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. And I truly feel that way. Salute to each and every one of y'all that's in the building for this pregame show. Vikings versus Commanders, and we just vibing right now. That's all we doing right now. We just vibing. We talking about what's going on with the Vikings, and we just being real. We're not trying to say that the Viking, like, I'm always gonna be a Viking fan regardless if they win or lose, but it does suck, man. Right now, it's looking bad right now. So I'm hoping that JJ McCarthy can bounce back in this game. I really do. I'm cheering for JJ McCarthy. Like I really am. I'm not cheering against the man. Because we drafted him top 10 pick, and he's our guy right now. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. He said Joe Burrow or Herbert ain't leaving. I'm sorry, Mike. Burrow loves where he is. You know what, Prods? I understand. I know you a Bengals fan. We'll see, bro. Hey, listen, we'll see, bro. You never know. You never know. But I get it. I get it. And you said Justin Herbert. I don't know about the Justin Herbert though. I don't know about that one. Not to Mac Jones, yeah. Sup, guys? What's going on, GB? What's good, baby? Bears still suck. What's good with you, my guy? He said, "Go Pack, go Bears still suck." Mike, who do you got going to the Super Bowl? This is so tough. I don't even have a clue because there's still too much season left, bro. Like you still don't know who's going to win the NFC North. You still don't know who's going to win the AFC North. There's so many divisions still up in the air, bro. There's so many divisions still up in the air. I can go on and on, bro. Like I who I think might get there. AFC. I got between the Broncos and the Patriots. That's just my gut feeling. I don't know who's gonna because I know the Broncos, they're not the best offensively, but I'm a defensive person. I love defense. So I don't think there's probably only one defense better than the Broncos, right? And that's probably the Texans. And I just don't see. I don't know, man. And I do like Bo Nix, and Drake May is playing at an elite level in his second year being a Patriots starting quarterback. He's playing at an MVP caliber level, and he's in the MVP conversation with Matthew Stafford. I can honestly see the Patriots doing it as well, but the AFC is so up in the air because there's a lot of good teams. You still got the Colts. You still got a lot of teams that could come out the AFC. Let me just name a couple of teams that I think that could definitely do some damage. You still got the AFC North. We don't know what's going to happen with them. You know, Joe Burrow just got back. I don't know if they're going to make the playoffs, but Joe Burrow's one of the best quarterbacks in the game. Steelers are 6-6. They got to start winning, and the Ravens are 6-6. They got to win as well. And I think the Steelers and Ravens played today. All right, so the AFC South, you got the Jags and the Colts. They got the same record, 8-4, and the Texans are 7-5, right behind them. The Titans are 1-11. Listen, I got the Colts winning the AFC South, but I can't even hate. The Jags are starting to get in a bag. The Jags won 3 games in a row. So the Jags could win this division. You never know. The AFC West is still tricky as well because besides the Broncos are definitely favored to win. But anything can happen. The Chargers are 8-4, Broncos are 10-2, and the Chiefs are 6-6. I think the Chiefs might be done, but we'll see. But the AFC, I got the Patriots and I got the Broncos. In the NFC, it's so tricky. I don't know because the NFC North is so up in the air. But I definitely I think I got the Rams and I got the I hate to even say it. I hate saying what I'm about to say. I might even go Packers, y'all. I know. I understand the Bears are number 1 right now in the division. I just got a bad feeling about the Packers. And I say that with all due respect. As a Viking fan, I do not want nobody in our division to win. I want the Bears to lose. I want the Packers to lose. I want the Lions to lose. If my team is losing, I for dang sure don't want none of the teams in my division to win. I want the Bears to lose. And I say that respectfully and all the love in the world. I want the Packers to lose the line, but I have a bad feeling about the Packers this year. And I think the Packers might do something. But I will say the Bears are fun to watch. They won 5 straight games. The Bears is probably the hottest team in the NFL, one of the hottest teams in the NFL. The Bears are in first in the division, but the issue is the division is nobody won the division yet because, like I said, the Packers are 8-3-1. The Bears are 9-3. The Lions are 8-5. The whole division. Listen, besides my team, there any of those 3 could win the division still to this day. So that's why I'm kind of like, I don't know. I like what the Lions got going on because I love their run game and I love their defensive line for the most part. I love Aiden Hutchinson, one of my favorite edge rushers in the game. Like Aiden Hutchinson, one of my favorite edge rushers. This is coming from a Viking fan. I can't stand him going against my team, but I love Aiden Hutchinson. He got a you know what he reminds me of? And I'm not saying he's Jared Allen, but he reminds me of Jared Allen, like the motor never stops. The motor of Aiden Hutchinson never stops, bro. And I got a lot of respect for him. But let me get to the comments again. Everybody that's in the building, make sure you hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button. And also hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We are going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. Whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. And I always say sports is designed to bring us together, not separate us. I'm walking my dog, so I have a bag, which is called McCarthy. 4 Super Bowls and no rings. Come on. Yeah, you ain't lying, bro. We got to get it together somehow. Hey, Too Evil was crazy. Is that real popcorn or just a prop? Yo, this is real popcorn, right? But it has that stuff on it. I forgot what you call it. It's like this clear stuff to keep it like stuck together. Like this is a real popcorn, but it's real popcorn in this thing. Spending money on your offensive line is better than drafting or your offense. You know what? Break forever. We spent money on our offensive line. And we drafted on our offensive line. Donovan Jackson was our first round pick in 2025. And Will Fries, we paid to get him. Who else? And Ryan Kelly. So we actually got Ryan Kelly, Will Fries, and we drafted Donovan Jackson. The problem with the offensive line is always banged up. Another problem with the offensive line is that Kevin O'Connell's play calling is just brutal because it's like, dude, if your offensive line is struggling, run the ball. Because I always say run blocking is better than for a struggling offensive line. I think it's better to run block than the pass block because you're moving forward and creating a hole instead of you moving kind of backwards and trying to be more disciplined so the pass rushers don't get to your quarterback. And also, when you have these long, drawn-out plays, instead of going for short little passes that KOC never calls, he's going for the big play. He's going for the home run every single game. It'll be 4th and 1. This man will do. I'm not even making this up. I'm not over-exaggerating when I say this. It'll be 4th and 1, and this man will do a play-action pass and try to get a touchdown. I'm not making this up. It's a true story. He won't try to run the ball on 4th and 1. He won't try to run the ball on 3rd and 1. And then when he does try, he will give the ball to TJ Hockenson to try to run for a first down. And this is the type of play calling that the Vikings been dealing with this whole entire season. And I'm being real. And the problem is you took until week 14 to say you're going to simplify the offense. And yes, our drafting hasn't been the best. I'm just ranting right now, but I'm being honest. Our drafting hasn't been the best. Decision making hasn't been the best, but developing hasn't been the best as well. Because like I said, Kwesi drafted Ed Ingram. Why is Ed Ingram one of the best guards in the NFL right now? Why is Ed Ingram, why was he so bad with the Vikings, but he's so good? What team is he on? The Texans? I think he's on the Texans, right? He's on the Texans, and he's a top 7 guard according to PFF grade. He's a top 7 guard, bro. So how did he go from a bust as a 2nd round pick for the Vikings, Kwesi drafted, but then when he goes to a whole nother team, he looks like a good guard. So it's about developing as well. Like I said, it's not just about drafting high in the draft. You can draft you can have seven. I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking, y'all. I don't think this ever happened in the history of the NFL, maybe. Um, Say you drafted 5 first-round picks in one of these drafts. It don't even matter, bro. If you don't develop them, there's not a such thing as a perfect prospect. You gotta develop your talent. So if Quasi is drafting players and they're not developing them, it's like it's not teamwork make the dream work. And if you're not going to develop them, it's a wasted pick. And I will admit, but I will say this: letting Harrison Phillips go was a big mistake. Letting Mekhi Blackman go was a big mistake. There was a countless other mistakes. He did make up. He did do some good things last season with the Andrew Van Ginkel, Blake Cashman. Those were big. Jonathan Grenard last year was pretty darn good. This year he hasn't been good. But I will admit, and Eric Wilson, that pickup was good. Isaiah Rodgers has his moments. I don't think we should have signed Byron Murphy, re-signed him. I think we should have just drafted a corner and go from there. I'll take my chances with a rookie corner at this point. I'm like, Byron Murphy to me he's not all that, bro. He's not all that to me. That's just my opinion. And maybe it's just the system we run, but other than that, I mean, our defense been good, so I can't really complain. Maybe if we rug one Cunningham's helmet, we'll get. Yeah, I hope so. That's what's up, Cunningham. That's awesome, bro. The Vikings don't seem to hire coaches to that. Yeah, exactly. The list of players we bring in. Yes, bro. I didn't even read this comment, bro. How do you even come up? Let's see. Great minds think alike. Too evil. Great minds think alike. Because I didn't even read this comment, and you're talking about developing. Right. Better seems. Yes, increasing Quasi into. Yes. The list of players we bring in, then we leave and get better seems to be increasing Quasi into the. Yes, man. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy work. What happened to you saying this year you guys was winning the Super Bowl? What happened is I was wrong. I don't know what you want me to say, bro. I was wrong. I was wrong because I'm going by a team that won 14 games. I'm going by what I seen last year. We downgraded. I don't know what you want me to say. I was wrong, and the team just is not good. I'm being honest. Bo Nix is a great quarterback out of Oregon. Right. I like Bo Nix. Prize, are you anyone but teams? What's going on? Not too late. Dings, what's going on? Seahawks. He said Seahawks. Bears, Packers. Big game today. Yeah, that's gonna be a big game. I got the Packers winning though. Nah, Patriots hottest team in the NFL. Yeah, I think the Patriots are amazing. Mike, what do you think about the Seahawks? Seahawks are great. They have a very good team, offense and defense. It's hard to trust Love from the Packers. Yeah, he's up and down. He's up and down, but I like Love. I like Love. Problem with the offensive line is KOC is a genius and they choose muscles over brains. I don't know, man. I don't know about that. I don't know. And it never works. KLC is no joke. The best coach in the league, and it's not even close. Know about that, brother. I listen. I say that respectfully. I don't know if he's the best quarterback, best coach in the league. When he listen, and I say this respectfully. I'm not trying to come at KLC. I don't even think I think he's a solid coach. I go by. I try to be careful when I say good or great when it comes to coaches. If you haven't won a playoff game, how are you considered good? If you lost every playoff game, how are you considered good? Or great. And that's just my opinion. Because at the end of the day, as a Viking fan, we're not looking at regular season awards anymore. I don't care if we go 14-3, we lost in the wild card round. Listen, we have the most wins in NFL history without a Super Bowl. Right now, we're trying to win a Super Bowl. We're trying to win a Super Bowl. We're not trying to have regular season awards, winning all these regular season games, and we get booted out of the playoffs in the first dang on game. No, we're not going for that. So how is that a great coach? And I'm not coming at you specifically. I'm just saying in general. How is Kevin O'Connell a great or good coach? And how is he better than every coach in the NFL when he hasn't won a playoff game in his career as a head coach? As a head coach of the Minnesota Vikings, he has not won one playoff game. I'm just being honest. And he gets out coached in every big game. And I'm not trying to come at Kevin O'Connell. I'm not trying to say I know more football than Kevin O'Connell. But I will say this, he overcomplicates things. He said he's going to simplify the offense, and we're in week 14, and our young quarterback is sitting there throwing it 40 times a game, and he's trying to act like he's a veteran quarterback. That's not a good coach to me. Now, can he prove me wrong and do better for the rest of the season and next season? Okay, I hope he does. But right now, I don't give him the title as a good or great coach. I don't give him the title as a coach that is the best in the NFL, which I just think, I'm sorry to say this, bro, I think that's big cap. He is not better than Andy Reid. He's not better than a lot of quarterbacks in the NFL. I'm just being honest. I'm just trying to be real. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm being real. I'm just trying to be as real as possible with you. How can you be the best coach in the NFL if you haven't won a playoff game? That's just I gotta just say that, ask you that question. Oh, I know you're being sarcastic, Crater. You gotta be sarcastic right now. I ain't no way. You trolling like a mug right now, bro. You trolling. Go Vikes. Oh, Mary, what's good? Good morning. Need this win for so many reasons. Hopefully the players will fight for a win for just pure pride. Exactly. I love that. I love that comment. Draft Arch Manning. You're absolutely right about the Vikings offensive line. Yeah, they invested in the first round, Donovan Jackson, Will Fries, and Ryan Kelly, and we're not looking the best here. Doing good. Skull, let's go. Fourth place schedule as well. Yeah, that's true. Vikings ship, let's go. All those close win games last year could easily be less. Facts. Never put a lot into those type seasons. Right. And it's like, we look at it like this, bro. I want to win a Super Bowl. As a Viking fan, do we want to win regular season awards, winning the division and not winning? Like, of course, I would love to win the division. Obviously, look, I ain't gonna say Aaron Cap. I would love to have the best record in the NFL and have home field advantage. But what I would rather have is, I don't care if we barely get into the playoffs. I just want to win some games in the playoffs, because home field advantage isn't everything. Yes, I understand it gives the team a better chance to win, but at the end of the day, the crowd ain't on that football field. Yes, they'll help with the penalties, like you can't hear the plays and it might mess up a team, but some teams feed off of that. Like I said, some teams love to go against and shut up the crowd. I seen it. So, top 3 power. Let's get it. You didn't like the Niners at the start of the season. What you think of the? Oh yeah, the Niners is a real deal. And I give a lot of credit for the Niners because they didn't complain about all their injuries. They lost the best linebacker in the game in Fred Warner, and their defense is still very good. They have injuries on offense and defense, and they're not using it as an excuse. And they're a very good, well-oiled machine, a good team. They're a good team. We were a mediocre team at best last year. Yeah, but we still won 14 games. But my issue is this. How come when we go against these better teams, we get outcoached every time? We get outplayed every big game. Why is that, Jack? Why do we get outplayed every single time we go against a top-notch team? Skull, he's not proven yet at all. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We crumbled in both wild card. That's what I'm saying. And I'm not trying to come at Kevin O'Connell, but when I see the great title next to his name, I'm like, where do y'all even come up? Like, how? Like, are we going by just regular season, or are we going by everything? Like, I don't know. Yeah, regular season merchants. Yeah, I told you the division in the Vikings is the finest division. No dominating physically and on any phase of the game. Yup, exactly. The Vikings coach is Mike D'Antoni of the NFL. Facts. Where's a soft football team? Oh man, he said we a soft football team. He said Bud Grant never won a Super Bowl, but he definitely on one of the greatest. It's a perspective, I guess. Yeah, I get you. I get you. But didn't Bud Grant win some playoff games? We right now, we didn't win one playoff game. We didn't win a playoff game, bro. Offensive line can take some time, like years. Yeah. Yeah. This year, Bears are last year's Vikings. It will all collapse once the playoffs pressure starts. Yep. I appreciate the insight of yeah, man. Shout out to everybody in the building. Everybody hit that like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We are going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game. And get your popcorn ready. We're going live for every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. I always say sports are designed to bring us together and not separate us. And I truly feel that way. And yeah, man, this is one YouTube family over here, man. We vibing over here. We will be going live for this game in about an hour or so. We'll be live for this game play-by-play with my live commentary. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Trying to look at the comments. Appreciate the insight and honest, not complaining, just pure coaching and execution by the play. Exactly. That's the thing about the Vikings. Like, yes, we have a lot of injuries, but the one thing we always point, we're just injured. We're never going to win because we're injured. What about the teams that are injured as well and they're still winning? Like, how about that? Like, I want to say that. Like, what about the teams that are injured probably is just as much as the Vikings, and they're still winning and they're still having great coaching? I'm just saying, your team needs to win today. Let's go. Let's go. We're going to win this game. I think we can win this game. The first thing we have to do is we got to stop Jaden Daniels. When it comes to his with his legs, of course he has arm talent as well, but I want to stop those running lanes. We have to have a quarterback spy on him at all times, and also just stop his running back. But I truly feel like our defense is going to hold it down. My biggest concern is offense, but I think that JJ McCarthy will shine, and if we establish the run game. And my biggest thing is if JJ McCarthy doesn't turn the ball over, I feel like the Minnesota Vikings have an honest chance of doing some great things offensively this game. I believe that I'm going to see a gritty from Justin Jefferson. I believe that I'm going to see multiple touchdown passes from JJ McCarthy. And people are probably saying, stop the cap. I'm like, we ain't going to see none of that. We better see it. That's all I'm going to say. We can't just get a whole bunch of field goals and expect to win. We got to get some touchdowns. When's the last time the Vikings scored a touchdown, man? It's been 2 games we ain't seen a touchdown, y'all. It's desperate. I'm desperate right now. I'm desperate for anything. I'm desperate as a Viking fan. We ain't scored a touchdown against the Packers. We ain't scored a touchdown against the Seahawks. We got shut out against the Seahawks. So, hey, listen, I just want to score a touchdown or 2 or 3 or 4. I feel like we're going to win this game, but we got to make sure we do our part. And we can't turn the ball over. We got to take care of the football. Yeah, man. The Lions beat us last year with third-string players in the week. Exactly, bro. It's crazy. We got outcoached, Jack. We got outcoached. Other teams with injuries are still winning because they have a GM and have depth in the roster. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Hey, listen, I'm not disagreeing with nothing you just said. The Niners injury bug has been a play. And but also don't forget the coaching as well. Our coaching has not been good. I'm talking about offensively specifically, not defense. Our special teams coach has been suspect as well. The Niners injury bug has been a play since a goal of his leg while taking the ball. Wow, yep. I'm not a Vikings fan, but I think they need to build a dominant defense and work on offense down the road. The need to trade for JJ. Well, we already have a good defense, though, bro. Like, our defense is top 10. Even with everything that's happening, our defense is top 10. Our biggest issue is not defense. Our biggest issue is offense. Look at in total offense, we're ranked number 29. In total defense, according to Fox Sports, we're ranked number 10. So how do you have a top 10 defense in a bottom of the barrel offense with a offensive minded head coach? And you got the best wide receiver in the game to a lot of people. And you got Jordan Addison. I'm just saying. No, it's not going to be perfect. You're never going to have a perfect team. Injuries are going to happen. Listen, there's no such thing as a perfect all-around team. There's going to be injuries. It's about your coaching staff. What can you do to hide those deficiencies, work through those deficiencies, and win some freaking games? That's coaching, bro. That's developing talent. That's a whole bunch of stuff. That's drafting. That's everything. The draft, and I'm not going to sit here and cap. I'm disappointed in some things. Like I'm still stuck on when we drafted Ty Felton, I thought that was not the best idea. And I was thinking maybe they drafted Ty Felton because I knew Jordan Addison was going to be suspended for the first 3 games, which he was. But then they traded for Adam Thielen, and they didn't even utilize him in the offense. And when they throw him the ball, he's not making the catch, or he did that and utilize him right. And then Speedy Naylor came into his own, and Jalen Naylor looks pretty darn good when they do throw him the ball. The problem is he's not getting enough balls thrown to him, and same with Justin Jefferson, same with Jordan Addison and TJ Hawkinson. So I don't know, man. It's a whole bunch of stuff right now. Whole bunch of stuff. We got a lot of holes to cover. I don't have I'm trying to not be negative, y'all. I'm trying to be positive, but I don't have confidence in our draft, in our GM. I don't. He did make some good moves, but he made some bad moves as well. Too many bad moves in the draft. But then I don't have confidence in the coaching staff because they're not developing our players. So it's just a mixed bag for me. But I always will love this team, whether they lose or win. But I really feel some type of way about the Adam Thielen because I was super hype about that, bro. Like one of the best wide receivers in Minnesota Viking history, an undrafted free agent. Him and Stephon Diggs was one of the best wide receiver combos in Minnesota Viking history. And you bring him back and you don't even utilize him in the offense. And the offense actually looks worse with Adam Thielen. And like I don't understand how that even happened. So I don't know. I don't know, man. Vikings make offense look Vikings make offense look difficult. I agree. Still love to see Adam Thielen in a Niners uniform. Yeah. For the Vikings to get you a Hall of Fame type coach and GM, they want to support the coach, right? O'Connell is there. Yeah. I think O'Connell, I think he's a solid coach, right? Don't get it wrong. I think he's a solid coach, but I just try to be careful calling him great and good. Because if you haven't won one playoff game for me, I'm sorry, I can't give you that title. I just can't do it. Win a playoff game for me, and then I'll change my opinion. But until then, I'm not going to give you that. I'm just not giving him that. Just for me. So other people might think he's a great coach or a good coach, but I'm not giving him that title yet. Not yet. He said maybe they were winning in spite of KOC, and now there's not enough talent. Yeah, that could be true. Justin Jefferson, Brandon, third round pick. No way McCarthy gets JJ the ball, but he probably can get the ball. I don't know. It was yeah. But yeah, man, I'm just so right now to the point where I'm just gonna be optimistic and I'm gonna enjoy the rest of the season. I don't care about the playoffs anymore. All I care is about progression from this offense and it looking halfway decent. That's my biggest thing right now. I just want this offense to look halfway decent. I want this offense to be good. I want to see better play. That's just the bottom line to it. But I want to do this real quick. We're going to do the score predictions for every team. And then I'm going to get off and we're going to be live again shortly for the play-by-play. All right, so we want to do final score predictions. I need everybody to participate if you can, if you want. But before we do that, make sure y'all hit that like button, hit the like button, and also hit the subscribe button. We are going live for every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us, and I truly feel that way. Now, listen, y'all. Let's start with, so we in week 14, y'all. This whole season is about to be over. I can't believe it. So, all right. So, Seahawks versus Falcons. I need a final score prediction, y'all. Final score prediction. Seahawks versus Falcons. Who you got? I got the Seahawks winning this game. I don't think it's going to be a close game, to be honest with you. Oh, you got 28-17 points. I love that. 7 seed, 6 seed. Okay. Goes perfectly. Who y'all got? Seahawks versus Falcons, y'all. Seahawks versus Falcons. Falcons. Who y'all got? Seahawks versus Falcons. Seahawks. Okay. Seahawks. Okay, we all got Seahawks then, most of everybody. We got Falcons, though. My boy said Falcons 24. Okay. All right. We got more Seahawks than Falcons. Let's go to the next game. Seahawks by 14. Okay. All right, let's go to the next game. Bengals versus Bills. Who do you have, y'all? Who do you have? Bengals, Bills. Who do you have? Bengals, Bills. Who do you have? Now, this is a tricky game. I got the Bills edging. I don't know, man. The Bengals got Joe Burrow back, man. I don't know, bro. I got an upset. I got an upset, y'all. I got Bengals. I got Bengals. I got Bengals, y'all. I got an upset alert. Upset alert. You got we got some Bills. Bills 28-21. Bengals in the big beatdown 33-20. Bengals 33 to oh wow, I'm not the only one. Bengals, Christopher Hill. Bradley said Bills 21-35. Oh wow. Okay. We got a mixed bag right there, y'all. My boy Break Forever said Bengals. Oh, Bills all the way. Okay, okay. All right, next game. Browns versus Titans. Browns versus Titans. Browns versus Titans. Shout out to my guy Eric. Sko, Purple Belly, baby. Let's go, baby. Sko, baby. He said market. Okay, okay. Bills 28-21. Okay. Who y'all got? Titans or Browns? Titans or Browns? Titans and Browns. I got the Browns winning this, y'all. I'm sorry, but not sorry. I think the Titans, I honestly feel bad. I really do feel bad for the organization, to be honest with you. I really do. Like, I feel bad for Cam Ward, but I'm happy he's fighting through it. I'm happy he's fighting through it. We got Titans, Browns beat the Titans. Okay. Browns. Okay. All right, the big game, the best game of the week. Commanders versus Vikings. Commanders versus Vikings. Who you got? Commanders versus Vikings. Who you got, y'all? Who y'all got? He said, who y'all got? Commanders versus Vikings. Commanders versus Vikings. Vikings. Go. Vikings won. Yes. Let's go, Greg. Hey, Vikings break forever. Let's go. Oh, come on, ZW. He said 24-21. Let's go. Vikings. Okay. We going Vikings. We going to go Vikings. Most people got Vikings. Okay. Dolphins versus Jets. Now, this game, I got the Dolphins. Winning. I know it's in New York. It was New Jersey. I think New York just is in New Jersey. But I got Dolphins. I got the Dolphins in this game, y'all. I got the Dolphins. You said Dolphins. Dolphins 30-6. Gosh, that's a beatdown. That's a beatdown, bro. Jets 17-14. Jets. Okay. Jets win. Jets all the way. Dolphins 27-9. Okay. All right, next game. Saints and Bucks. Saints and Buccaneers. Who y'all got? Make sure you get your popcorn ready. Ladies and gentlemen. Get your popcorn ready. Hey, Buccaneers versus Saints. Who you got? I got the Bucks. Man. They at home. They gonna have to. This is a must win for them. They got to win this game. Bucks. Yeah, Bucks. Yeah, everybody got the Bucks. It seemed like Bucks. Any given Sunday, but it's not. But this Sunday ain't happening for the Saints. I'm sorry. Oh, we winning today. Hey, we winning 30 to like the Vikings winning 30-17, bro. We beating the brace off the Commanders. Upset game. Saints 21-20. Oh, okay. I like that. Okay, I like that. All right, this is a big game right here. Colts versus Jags. Who y'all got? Colts versus Jags. Let's get it. Who y'all got? Colts versus Jags. I ain't gonna sit here and cap. I think I got the Colts winning this game. It's gonna be a close game. I'm a little nervous about this game though because I think the Jags are starting to win right now. I got the Colts slightly winning this game by probably like a field goal or something. I got them winning by like a field goal. That's my honest opinion. Jags 27-21 Colts. Jags 17-14. Forever says Jags. Bradley says 21-3. Greg says, wow, close one. Jags. Okay, Colts 28-9. Okay. I'm liking these score predictions. That's a mixed bag, but I think I got more. That's a mixed bag. That's like a 50-50 coin flip, to be honest with you. All right, this is another big game for the AFC North Division. Who's gonna win this game? The Steelers versus the Ravens. The Steelers versus the Ravens. Who do y'all have? Steelers versus Ravens. It's in Baltimore, y'all. I got an upset. I got the Steelers winning this game. Y'all. Listen, for some reason, I think Aaron Rodgers is going to come in, get into his bag. I don't know why I feel like this, but I feel like Rodgers is going to get in his bag, y'all. Steelers are bums. Oh, man. Ravens. We got a couple. Everybody's saying Ravens. I'm the only one that says Steelers besides Christopher Real. Close one, but Ravens pull it off 33-28. Okay, Ravens win. Okay. I'm the only one besides Christopher Real said Steelers. That's funny. All right, so we got Broncos versus Raiders. I better see Broncos. Everybody should put Broncos for this. Broncos should definitely win this game. Ain't no way. I know it's any given Sunday. I know it's in Las Vegas, but I got a feeling. I just know Broncos gonna win this game. Broncos should win the game. Broncos versus Raiders. Who y'all got? Broncos versus Raiders. Close one, but the Ravens. Game delayed due to oh man, we don't want that. Denver all the way. Broncos 42-3. Broncos 42-3. That's crazy. All right, the biggest game probably of the week, right? Bears versus Packers. Bears versus Packers. Who do you got, y'all? Now, as a Viking fan, if I could get them, if they can both lose this game, I would take it. And I say this with all respect and love. If I can witness the Bears and Packers lose at the same time, I would take that. But I got to see a winner. I got a feeling that the Packers will be victorious. They're at home. It's in Green Bay. We going to see. We going to definitely see. He say tie. Bears. Okay. Packers, Bears, 17-3. Bears. Okay, Bears 21-20. Okay. You both lose. Yeah. Married to the Packers fan, no household. Yeah, that's crazy. That's funny. Bears taking Packers down. Okay. That's a mixed bag right there. All right. Another game, I should see Rams for this. Rams versus Cardinals. This should be an easy one, bro. Like, this shouldn't even be a competition. I know it's any given Sunday. Matthew Stafford's playing like an MVP. The man has 32 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions, throwing for 3,073 yards. This should be an easy dub. I know it's any given Sunday, but bro, I got the Rams winning this game. I don't think the Cardinals have a chance. I don't think the Cards got a chance, bro. Cards in an upset, it could happen though, but I don't think it's happening in this game. Rams 24-7. Everybody that's in the building, make sure you Super Hawk smash that like button. And consider subscribing if you feel in the vibes. We are going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. Sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. And I truly feel that way. My goal and my mission for this channel is to bring people together, not separate us, because I look at the world and what's going on right now today, and this is just my opinion. This is how I feel. And listen, there's a lot of evil going on around the whole entire world, and I just want people to come together as one. That's my mission for this channel. Yes, we talk about sports. We talk about the Minnesota Vikings primarily, and we go live for every game. But I really mean this, man. I just want to build a YouTube family that we can all just vibe and have fun and keep it PG and respect one another. It's okay to talk that talk in the comments, but just keep it PG. And also, like I said, I don't care what team you rock with. This is a YouTube family. I don't care where you're from. You could be from PA. You could be from Minnesota. You could be from Las Vegas. You could be from Utah. You could be what's it called? What's another state? Popular state would be Texas. You could be from anywhere. You could be from another continent. You could be from a whole nother. You could be from a country in Africa, Nigeria, or you could be not anywhere in the world around the world. You could be on this channel. You can come and vibe with me on this channel. And even if you're from another galaxy, a whole nother planet, you are welcome to this YouTube family. You know what I mean? But if you are an alien, let me know. Because like I said before, I don't want the man in black come to my front door. And I'm the one that said y'all can come to my front door and y'all welcome to the YouTube family. Just let me know. But shout out to everybody that's in the building, man, for real. Rams didn't look terrible. Panthers just look good. That's true. That's true. All right, what game we on? We on all right, so we got Rams winning that game most likely, right? All right, Nevada. Shout out to Nevada in the building. California in the building. Where everybody from, y'all? Where everybody from? Put your state. Don't put the city. Just put the state. What state y'all from? Everybody that's in the building. I'm a Viking fan from Pennsylvania. I'm a Viking fan from Pennsylvania. Where y'all from? Put it in the chat, baby. New York's in the house. We got California in the house. We got Minnesota in the house. We got Oregon in the house. We got Pennsylvania, another. We got Britain in the house. We got, oh my goodness, Nevada's in the house. We got a lot of people in the house. Hey, listen, NC, baby, let's go. Salute to everybody. This is one YouTube family. See, this is what I love to see. Greenland, what? That's what's up. Britain's in the house. Greenland's in the house. New Mexico's in the house. I'm loving it. This is what I'm saying. Bringing everybody together from every state. Don't even matter if it's the country. I love it. I love the vibes on this channel, man. What's good, man? Shout out to everybody, man. Man, that's what's up, man. Listen, that is what's up. We everywhere. We from everywhere on this channel. That's what's up. All right, let's go to another game, y'all. We got Texans versus Chiefs. Wow. This is a must-win for the Chiefs if they have any hope of making it to the playoffs. I don't know, man. The Chiefs are at home. Will the Chiefs win this game versus the best defense in the game? Will Patrick Mahomes have a good game? His wide receivers can't catch the dang on ball. That's for one. But I don't know. I got the Texans in the upset, y'all. I got the Texans going to the Kansas City and beating the Chiefs at home. I don't know. Listen, I got the Texans winning, y'all. I got the Texans winning. He said Chiefs. He said Texans going to smash their home. Yeah, I think the Texans going to win. Good energy here. Keep doing it, man. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate it. That's what we wanted. Philly, we got Philly, Pennsylvania. Yes, get it, baby. Let's get it, man. I'm loving it, man. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. I appreciate it, man. And I'm Philly everything besides football, y'all. Like I'm a Sixer fan. I'm a Phillies fan. I'm a Flyers fan. And then the reason why I'm a Viking fan from PA is because of the great Randy Moss. So if y'all wondering why, it's because of Randy Moss. That's the reason why I'm a Viking fan. I've been a Viking fan for a minute. So shout out to all the people that are hybrid sports fans. It's not many of us. You know what I mean? It's not many of us. Usually when you're from a state, you rock with the team that you rock with from that state, right? The home state. But listen, when I see Randy Moss for the first time and Culpepper threw him the ball and he lifted his hand up like this, y'all, he was like, yo, he was triple team, double team, didn't matter. Catching that. He coming down with it. I always, I thought it was like, yo, I was like, a young boy. I don't know how old I was. It was a wild card game. And when I seen it, and the Eagles won that game, though. The Eagles won that game. But I said, I'm rocking with the Vikings from this point on. I'm rocking with the Vikings. Let me put and if anybody's into basketball, if they're into the Sixers, the Phillies, check out my other YouTube channel. This is my other YouTube channel. If y'all haven't already, go check this channel out. Subscribe to this channel. I go live for a lot of Sixer games, and I will be doing some Phillies and Flyers, but mostly Mostly I go live for Sixer games. So if you're interested, check out this channel as well. I got 2 YouTube channels. So this is my football channel, and my other channel is my basketball channel for the most part. But shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. I was a big fan of Warren Moon. Yes, Warren Moon. Let me check it out. Yeah, check it out. Top 5 in history, not a bust. Yeah. What jersey are you wearing? I'm wearing a Trey Waynes. Oh, popcorn in the way. Trey Waynes. I'm rocking Trey Waynes, bro. I'm rocking Trey Waynes. Yeah, Trey Waynes, man. People forget Trey Waynes was a good corner, man. He was a good corner. Do you think Randy Moss is the best wide receiver in hit? Listen, people got their opinions. I'm a Randy Moss guy. By the way, everybody that's in the building, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We go on live for every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. Sports is designed to bring us together, not separate us. But get into that question. Randy Moss, to me, is the GOAT at wide receiver. I know I'm the 1% of the people that think he's the GOAT. And I'm not going to sit there and argue with people that think it's Jerry Rice, and respectfully, I just disagree. I'm not saying Jerry Rice isn't one of the best players of all time. I'm just going by my opinion. I'm going by what I've seen. I didn't get to see Jerry Rice in his prime. You get what I'm saying? I seen Randy Moss in his prime. I never seen anything like Randy Moss on that football field. Still to this day, there has not been another Randy Moss. Has there been good wide receivers? Yes. But there hasn't been another Randy Moss. I'm trying to figure out that there's never going to be. Just like there's never going to be a Jerry Rice. But and I'm not going to make the argument because I know people are going to be like, you can't. I'm not going to even do it. But the ones that know how I feel about it. And I have nothing but respect for Jerry Rice. But and I know people love Terrell Owens as well. Terrell Owens is definitely a GOAT. He's one of the greatest of all time, I mean. And there's a few wide receivers that can be in that conversation. You know what I mean? And I got respect for all of them. But my guy is Randy Moss. You know what I mean? My guy is Randy Moss. Jerry Rice is the GOAT. He could have started his career at 30 years old and still made the Hall of Fame. Yes, that's true. Jerry Rice is very good, man. I'm not taking nothing away from him. I grew up watching Steve Young play. Steve Young, oh my goodness, I love Steve Young. Top 5 history, not best. Yeah, hey, listen, that's just my opinion, y'all. I got him as the GOAT, but I know I'm the 1%. I know. What jersey are you wearing? Oh, I read that. Oh, and by the way, on my wall, that's Adrian Peterson's signed autograph. Proud to have it. I also got Dante Culpepper's autograph. It's not on my wall, but I have it. I have an order. He autographed my flag. I went to the Minnesota Viking game week 2. I went to see the Vikings lose to the dang on Falcons. I didn't want to see that, but they lost to the Falcons in week 2. And I met Dante Culpepper. I got his autograph, took a picture with him. Eventually, when I redo my man cave, I'm going to have that up as well. I'm going to have the pictures, the framed pictures and everything in my man cave. So I can't wait to when I update my man cave, I'll do that. But shout out to everybody that's in the building. That was one of the best times of my life. I ain't going to lie. I never been to a Viking game. I've been a Viking fan for a minute. In my first Viking game I went to, I got to meet Dante Culpepper. So that was pretty cool. Wow, I got Favre jersey on now. Okay. Yeah, Favre was he was a special player, man. Even when he went to the Vikings, I think he was amazing. It's a shame we couldn't win a Super Bowl when we had Brett Favre. Moss, Rice, Megatron. I love Megatron too. Warren Moon's the best. One Super Bowl. Is an all-time Vikings quarterback of all time. Yep, Skull. If I'm not mistaken, the Vikings versus Eagle game you are talking about, it might be 2004, bro. It might be 2004. You might be 100% right, bro. And listen, so I've been a fan for a minute, as you can tell. I've been a fan for a minute. I'm not like the OG of like, oh, I go back to the days where they had Fran Tarkenton and the Purple People. I don't go that far back. I go as far back as the William Wall, Chad Greenway, E.J. Henderson, Ben Lieber, Winfield. I go back that far. I don't go back to the Purple People Eaters, bro. I respect what they did. We got to the Super Bowl 4 times, but I didn't witness the Vikings going to a Super Bowl. I witnessed the Vikings going to 2 NFC Championship games, and that was the furthest I watched. And I'm going to look that up. Thank you so much, Mr. 61. Shout out to you, bro. That's my team. So I've been a Viking fan for a minute, man. Like, I've really been a Viking fan for a minute, man. And I love being a Viking fan, and I just hold this team accountable. I'm not going to sit here and say the Vikings are doing good when the Vikings ain't doing good. That's one thing about your boy on this channel is I'm going to keep it real. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, the Vikings are doing outstanding, knowing darn well I'm capping. No, they're not doing outstanding. We trying to get in our bag, bro. We're trying to get better every single day, every single week. I want to see my quarterback be the best quarterback of all time. Hey, listen, the better he is, the better the Vikings will be. But he has to be better. I want to see Kevin O'Connell be the greatest coach of all time, but he has to be better. I want to see our GM and Quasi be the best GM of all time, but he has to be better. I want to see every coach, every player, everybody on this team to be the best they can be, because if they're good, then we're going to be good, and we might have a dynasty like what the Patriots have. I think the last time there was a dynasty besides what the Chiefs got going on, the Chiefs got something special going on, but they might not make it to the playoffs this year. But the last dynasty was the Patriots, man. That was a long dynasty, man. I don't know how many years Tom Brady was on the Patriots. They won so many games. I would love to know, like, how many games did they win when Tom Brady became the quarterback, like, compared to, like, what they were prior to him. Like, it's crazy. Do you have a Niners jersey yet? I don't, Mike. I don't. Oh, not. He said Niners. No, I don't. I thought you said Niners. Nah. I see where you going with it, bro. Nah, bro. Stop that, bro. Panthers have a bye week finally. Yeah. This late in the season? Sup, nerds? What's going on, Purple? Yo, go Cowboys. Jerry Rice had one-on-one touchdown receptions after the age of 30. Yeah, that's crazy. Buckeye in the playoffs. Let's get it. I'm a Penn State guy, but they're not good. So let's go, Dak. We'll see what the Cowboys guys start winning. I'll go back to the turn. Oh, my. Yeah. Hey, listen. Hey, Greg. This is why I always say, Greg, this is why I say we deserve better. Everybody that comes before, especially way before me when it comes to, like, us losing, bro, this is why I'm kind of critical sometimes. Like, I'm not trying to say that these people are bad people. I never said KLC was a bad person. I just want us to win. I never said JJ McCarthy was a bust, but I want us to win. As a Viking fan, we deserve a Super Bowl, do we not? We're not trying to listen. I don't care about regular season awards. As long as we get to the playoffs, that's all that matters to me. And as long as we win in the playoffs, that's all that matters to me. Like I said, we went 14-3 last season and got booted in the first freaking round, bro. I'm not trying to see that no more. Like I said, I'd rather barely make it into the playoffs and win a playoff game. And that's more successful than a team that went 14-3 and got booted against the Rams. Nah, bro. And prior to that, we lost to the Lions where we were fighting for the first seed in the NFC. I'm salty, y'all. That's why I'm bringing it up. I'm bringing it up because I'm salty. We was fighting for the first seed and we was unsuccessful. And why was that? We got outcoached. And I'm not bringing up injuries no more because what about the other teams that play good with injuries? Like the 49ers, for example. Like, I'm tired of that. I'm tired of excuses. Let's just play better. Next man up. Let's draft better. Let's coach better. Let's play better. That's how I look at it. Every team is fighting through something. Every team is fighting through hurdles. Now, can the coaching overcome it? Can the players overcome it? But, yeah, it's a lot. But shout out to you, bro. Shout out to Greg in the building. I remember the early Vikings. Yeah, Chuck Foreman was excellent running back. Yeah. Yo, I remember when we had Chester Taylor, and I was like, the biggest Chester Taylor guy, man. Like, and then we drafted Adrian Peterson. I said, oh my gosh, I ain't never see a running back like Adrian Peterson. Oh man, that was crazy when we drafted AP. I was like, oh, he must be good to draft him that high. And when he finally got on that football field, I said, yo, this man is special, man. Special. Special talent, man. On the live, I'm not going to be to watch what time's the Ravens game? I'm going live for the Vikings game, but I don't know what time the Ravens game is. What time is the Ravens? If it starts at 1, I mean, I could talk about the game at halftime. It's at 1. The Ravens and Steelers is at 1. I'm gonna be live for the Vikings and the Vikings and the Commanders. Almost forgot who we played. So Vikings and Commanders, I'll be live for that game. But I'm about to get off, y'all. I'm not trying to skip y'all comments, but I have to get off and get ready for this live stream. I will be live in a few minutes. Thank you so much for all y'all support. Let me read some of y'all last comments. I give KOC another year. This bigger issue with GM and the croonies, they need to go. Yes. Hey, listen, everybody got to step up. Everybody. GM, coach, all the coaches, players, everybody. I want to win a Super Bowl. Ain't nothing personal. Quarterback karma, and I agree with that, Ryan. Quarterback karma for getting rid of Kirk Chains the way y'all did. Nah, man, Kirk Cousins, I feel like Kirk Cousins was a solid quarterback. I'm not going to sit here and lie, but we had to move on, brother. Nah, he got 13 points against. Kirko wants to be paid too much. I drop him like a rock lava. That's crazy. All right, y'all, I got to get off. I appreciate all of y'all, man. God bless everyone. Have a wonderful day. I'll be live in a few minutes, so stay tuned for that. With the scoreboard and everything. Go Vikings. Go for everybody's team, unless you go against the Vikings. But shout out to everybody in the building. Make sure you hit that like button on your way out. Hit the subscribe button on your way out. And what else? I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us, and I truly feel that way. And everybody's welcome to this YouTube channel, whether you're a Viking fan or not. Have a wonderful day. This is One YouTube Family. Peace out. Peace.